This is gonna be a really controversial take. That vocal tone and that note he hit reminds me a lot of a member of BTS. The vocal tone. Maybe that's Jungkook or is someone else, but yeah, I'm ready for the comments. What's going on, opinionators? Welcome back to another video on TTO, now known as Trill's Terrible Opinion. I'm PM Trill, and today I am finally getting around to a project I've been putting off for a while, so I apologize to anyone who is waiting for it. It is Glamour by Westwood. So I heard about this album right around like the end of 2025, and then I was like, okay, I'll check it out eventually. Kind of took me a while to get around to it, but finally here, so that's what counts. Everyone's telling me that Westwood is kind of like the more like embraced hip-hop side of like the underground hyper-pop scene, so I mean that's right up my alley. I grew up on hip-hop as well, so very much excited to get into this album. Before we get started with the video, I am part of a Discord community. If you're a musician, if you're not a musician, or if you just want to be more involved with the videos, I recommend checking out the Discord community. The link is down below. It is filled with amazing people that love music, and it's a great time in there. I pop in there pretty often to do stage nights, kind of interact with you guys and kind of get a feel on what the music scene looks like. So definitely check it out. The link is down below. Let's get into this album. This is Glamour by Westwood. Track 1, OMG. Whoa, I did not expect strong vocals.
Okay, I don't know much, but I know there's a knife in my back. Yeah, okay, driving around on the city, your head on my lap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice cut.
with a hammer again, staying on top of this blood on my limbs. Talking that shit, but you hurting my hands. Shout out my girl, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on a one-way trip to Japan right now. Living this life, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I'm on the top, where the fuck my crown? Yeah, please stop all of the acting. Told my twin, bring it back in. I don't know what's in my death, but I'm not the victim now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm seeing my death, but I'm not the victim. The flow on this is fucking crazy. That was a really, really strong opener. I didn't expect him to have a strong melody, to be completely honest with you. When I heard hip-hop rap, I kind of thought it was like pure trap, not ton of melody, but I actually really fuck with the melody. The vocal sample to me is probably the best part about the song. It was like a choir almost, and that was really, really cool. And the flow and energy that he had throughout this entire track, that's how you open an album to me. Track 2, Separation, featuring Only Woke. Okay.
What's with all the separation? Feel that shit in my chest. Can you feel all the vibrations? Got you moving your head.
What does this like era kind of remind me of? It's like, am I crazy to say like disco rap? I don't know what instrument that is, but it's cool.
I can't seem to take my own advice. Be my soulmate just for the night. Holding my hand, baby, that's what I like. Try it again, baby, just get it right. I keep it live and direct. Yeah, lying by the leather thing.
Hey. For whatever reason, I went into this not really thinking I'm gonna like it a ton, but I really fuck with him. I really fuck with him. Oh my god. Okay. Only Woke is killing this shit. My chest. I really like the dun dun with the synth and then like the kick too. That's also a nice detail. I don't want to speak too early, but I think I'm gonna like this album. I will be 100% honest here. I went into this album, I wouldn't say kind of dreading listening to it. I just didn't know what to expect. I was like, all right, let's do this. But I'm actually having a really good time so far. These first 2 tracks have been great. And I'm very, very impressed. I think the best thing that all music listeners can do is go into an album with no expectations. So that way, either it stays where it's at, it'd be really hard for it to go even lower, or maybe your level of appreciation goes up. So far, my level of appreciation is going way up. I'm liking it so far. Track 3, The Man. This like early 2000s rap. Holy shit. Production and the bounce.
time for no lie, yeah.
Low key. Very, very low key. It reminds me of Candy Shop by 50 Cent. Low key, the with the strings in the back. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I just been abandoned this bitch, oh well. I've been feeling like the man in this bitch, yeah, yeah. Baby, tell me something I don't know. I got money dropping to the floor. You can't pay nobody that you owe.
Whoa.
That I know. Sci-fi, but her legs don't go. It's so fine.
Hey. Oh, this is fire. That's wow. That's a bar. If I get bored, I go and make an anthem. Talk your shit, bro.
My feet back when I pull up. I ain't never listen what you told us.
Oh, I like the breakdown.
Back, we're on fire. I ain't got no time for no lie. I just been abandoned this bitch. Oh well. I've been feeling like the man in this bitch. Yeah.
Holy shit. It's hard to say what my favorite is out of these 3 tracks, but in particular, I really love the early 2000s hip hop R&B influence with the production, and he was like spitting. I paused on the line, if I get bored, I go and make an anthem. That's some hard ass shit. I can't lie. I'm honestly speechless. I went into this album with no expectations, almost not wanting to listen to it. So I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. Track 4, Legroom. Whoa.
So you wanna come back, I won't let you. I know a couple of people from east side. Take a step back and watch that the heat rise. I'm gonna need me some me time. I'ma hang on my friend in the beehive. Hate a couple of people that know me. I'm fly as fuck, you can't hold me. I'm at your crib, I'm like, oh please. Let me still think about old me. I've been hanging around like an OG. Just give me that money you owe me. One headache catch, I'm like, OB.
Shout out Odell Beckham Jr. That's damn. Okay. Okay.
You don't know me. Get 'em off my back. No, I don't need all that. In a space coupe going crazy. I can't change for nobody, yeah.
He knows how to write a chorus. He knows how to write a chorus. I appreciate that.
Up in my ear. Give me some brain, I'm like, what's the idea? I put a chrome on and now I see clear. Yeah, you gonna know what it is when I see her. Spent 40,000 on a
I just spent 40,000 on a wristwatch. Buddy, you gotta sign you a deal.
money. You talk about bitches and shit that I already know. Pull up inside of a whip with a black on the inside, exterior white like a ghost.
Oh, so sorry to keep pausing, but he's just going off. It was good for sure. Not as good as the first 3. It started getting a little repetitive for whatever reason. It didn't hit the same. I would have loved it if he had a little bit more like ad libs throughout the entire song, just to add something a little bit different. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Yeah, let's move on. Track 5, What the Vibe Is.
Tonight, what do I got? Break the bank, it's like money o'clock. Bring new crew when I'm going out shopping. That bitch bad, I think she in my top 10. I've been on the yacht getting seasick. Gotta pull up all black to the event. Bring a bitch back for no reason. One year, gotta change like a season.
Okay, I like this already a lot.
Maybe I can change your world. Woke up drunk with a whole new girl. Fresh out, got a brand new pearl. Can you tell me what the vibe is, girl? Your first start with a whole new world. Waking up drunk with a whole new girl. Fresh out with a brand new pearl. Can you tell me what the vibe is, girl?
I like the space production almost. Does that make sense? It sounds like the buttons on a spaceship. I don't know. Tell me what the vibe is, girl. Okay. Okay, I know what I like. So I like how the chorus flow isn't like super busy. What I didn't like about the last chorus, I felt like this is gonna be a stupid ass criticism. I felt like the flow was like trying to try too hard to be cool. This one is just like, it's sitting right in the pocket very well.
Slow down for a minute. Me and Betty, we stay at the Ritz. Need a couple of shots when I hit it. I said, babe, I'm not going for shit. If I throw a party, your girl gonna pull up. She bringing like all of her friends too. She grabbing my hand, we walk in that room, and she telling me that's what us friends do. Just for they standing in line and they follow me everywhere, anytime, wherever I've been. Only been doing this shit for a year and some change. How the fuck am I top 10?
Oh, hold on. What the fuck did he say? So this entire just like, what is it, 4-bar run that he had? Can you hit it one time like the best should? 110, do it better than your ex could. I don't know about her, but the net good. I see the people, they stand in line and they follow me everywhere, anytime, wherever I've been. Only been doing this shit for a year and some change. How the fuck am I top 10? Holy fuck. Drunk with a whole new girl.
Fresh out, got a brand new pearl. Can you tell me what the vibe is, girl? Fresh start with a whole new world. Waking up drunk with a whole new girl. Fresh out with a brand new pearl. Can you tell me what the vibe is, girl?
Okay, between that and track 3, what was that? The Man, that might be my favorite. Holy shit. Man, can he write bars? I love it. I love it. I loved the production. I loved the lyrics. I loved the chorus. I love the flow. Okay, Westwood is really impressing me. I cannot lie to you. Track 6, I gotta.
It's so tempting to get in my way. You can't get back.
Those ad-libs are sick.
Hold my breath and you take it away.
Ooh.
Yeah, I hop out the whip, I hop out the crib, I tie up my shoelace. In and go turn all the lights off. Leave your stuff, I hope you spend the night, yeah. Take my breath.
So far, I like the, I'm probably gonna say this about the album as a whole. I really like how prevalent the autotune is. It's, a lot of people give autotune shit, but it's an instrument. Autotune is an instrument. It's a very, very cool instrument.
Yeah, toss to you once and I push to the side, cross you out like a tic-tac-toe. Baby girl, where you wanna go? Take a pic, then I hit that toe.
Oh, it's, oh, back on.
Yeah, wait till I have a that.
He knows how to flow. He knows exactly what a beat needs in terms of keeping it interesting.
Yeah, I hop out the whip, I hop out the crib.
Okay, it is cool, but it had the same problem that track 4 had, where it's just like kinda heard it on the first few tracks and it's not that interesting to me, but it's still good. This breakdown is cool. Y'all hear that going on in the back? Yeah. That is really cool. I am now really torn because the first half was like, it was cool, it was all right, but then that breakdown was like really, really good, and I feel like he kind of wasted it. I am kind of disappointed in that song. Track 7, Something to Prove. I also gotta point this out, it's no wonder that he has Gunner on the album as a feature, because yeah, he reminds me a lot of Gunner, but I think I like Westwood a little bit more. I cannot lie to you. This is gonna be a really, really, really controversial take. That vocal tone and that note he hit reminds me a lot of a member of BTS. The vocal tone, maybe that's Jungkook or is someone else, but yeah, I'm ready for the comments. That's nice. Cut the synth. On my own, what you want? Yeah. Like I said before, he knows how to write a fucking chorus. That's a nice break from everything that I have heard. So the first 6 tracks was kind of like a mixed bag. There were ones that I really liked and there were ones I'm like, eh. And the ones that I liked were a bit more simple, and this falls under that category. I like it when he's not trying to do too much with the flow and he's not trying to make it like super, super interesting. And also on the production side of things, it's just a lot less busy. And I think that works because oftentimes when a production is just like really in your face and it's super, super like busy, it doesn't usually sit too well with me. This was like a perfect placement in the album just because of how calm it was compared to everything else that I've heard. Track 8, The Sky.
How's your breath, baby? Look into my eyes. You scared of everybody, put on a disguise. Can't fuck with everybody, wasting all my time. They want me to live my life, but I'm too scared of dying.
That's real. That's real. They want me to live my life, but I'm too scared of dying. That's real.
I'm keeping that vibe on my side. Shorty my type, she gon' ride.
That's a Don Toliver moment right there.
I'm trying to get the assist. Just calling all of my
I will say I like how calm it is, but I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it overall. That's a cool atmosphere. I'm not gonna mince on words here. That feels like a filler track as hell. I did like how calm it was and how, again, how simple it was. This one compared to Something to Prove, I like Something to Prove just a little bit better. I liked the melody and the chorus a little bit better, but yeah, that feels like a filler track. I'll be so honest with you there. Track 9, Call Me the Devil.
You wanted whatever, I don't even know what I thought. More timid than ever, they don't wanna go outside. A whole nother level, I hope they don't take my life. Can't see me like that, girl, where you hiding, where you hiding. Don't tell them where I'm at now.
I'm sensing a drill rhythm and I think I'm gonna like that.
I'm a pilot, I'm a flying. Here's all on my face, hope you remember me when I'm dying. I'm inviting you, I don't want to get involved. Can somebody turn on the lights in here? I bet I go through it all. Maybe it might appear that I don't want you at all. I think it's kinda clear, I'm not the one that you call. Yeah, baby girl, I ain't seen you.
Once again, he just knows exactly what each section of a beat needs, and he's flowing really well, and I like the percussion and like the rhythm of the beat here so far. Oh man, these last 2 tracks are really disappointing. After I was saying that, like, I really liked this album all the way up to track 7, Something to Prove, and even then I had a few misses here. These last 2 have just not hit at all for me. Yeah, I didn't really like the first few bars of the chorus, but then the second half was like cool, and then the verses were really cool. And then, like I said, I like the rhythm of the production, but I just don't know if it's enough for me to sway my opinion and be like, yeah, it was all right. I just don't know if I like it at all. Sorry. Track 10, You're All Mine.
Wait it out, you gon' be alright. I don't want your loving, but I don't ever want you to know. I can't see none of the things that you see in me. Maybe we could get together, but make believe. I just meditated, realize I don't owe you shit.
Hey.
No stopping till I passed out with my neck and wrist.
There we go.
It's all been the same to me. Put all that shit on ice, you know what you claim to be. Wish it was you and I, now you just my enemy. You act so surprised, you took out a part of me.
Yeah, this is exactly what this album needed right now. After the last 2 tracks have been and I felt like they were fillers, this is exactly what it needed. I am loving the lyrics on this so far, and it's really like, how do I describe this? He's really saying like, fuck you to this girl. Or guy.
Shit on ice, you know what you claim to be. Wish it was you and I, now you just my enemy. Don't you act so surprised, you took out a part of me. I don't want
you back. I know how. I like this section right here. Know that you're mad.
I can't even take no more time. You're all I had. Fuck it all up and lose it. I don't want you back. Don't forget you're all mine.
That was the perfect, as I say on this channel, reel you back track. Like I said, the last 2 tracks did not have me, and I felt like they were very much filler tracks. This one felt perfectly placed on the album, and it felt very intentional, and I really do appreciate that. The chorus, I've said this throughout the entire video, he knows how to write a chorus, and this is no different, and this was really good. I was starting to get a little worried that, like, we had reached, like, the peak of the album, and then we were kind of, like, going down with the last 2 tracks, but then I feel like maybe that was just, like, those last 2 tracks were like a slope, but now we're going to go back up, hopefully. But we'll have to see. Track 11, Hard to Breathe.
You make it hard to see. I got your legs like when the bed's like, make it hard to breathe. Yeah, you make it hard to see. Walk up in a damn crib, baby girl, pardon me. Headshot, put them in the head like nah. My shit is stance tight. Tell them that my hands hot nah. Headshot, put them in the head like nah. You say you need a space, need a break, baby, brush your hands on my body.
I'm loving the, like, arpeggiated synths. I'm liking that in the production so far.
You want, baby, I'll buy it.
Okay, these lyrics are kind of weak. That's really cool. Okay, so the question I have for myself is the chorus on that track enough to save it from some of the pretty weak lyrics on the bars there? Throughout this entire album, he has shown the ability to write really, really clever bars, and the lyrics on this one just are like, eh? Is the chorus enough to save it? Yeah, it's enough. I like it enough, actually, so I don't mind that one. But other than You're All Mine, these last 4 tracks have been like so whatever. I think if he would have just like chopped that section out, I think I would have liked this album a little bit more. And I'm saying that without even knowing how this is gonna finish. That sucks, because I was really enjoying it. I mean, I still can. I probably still will by the end of this, but it's not looking great. Track 12, Painless featuring Gunner.
I can't tell you, no, I don't wanna explain it. Picture doesn't matter if you weren't the one who painted. I forget about it one day if I'm famous. Take your broken heart and add it to my playlist.
I like that. Take your broken heart and add it to my playlist. I like that.
Don't wanna have to be the one who say it. I wake up, I'm feeling so amazing. If this the game, then I ain't really playing. Please let me get back to what I'm saying. What I say was your
This is nice.
Look the other way, curl my cuts out on the line. I don't wanna know, you be acting different. Say something about it, I promise that I'll listen. It's okay, it's cool, girl.
I feel like I should have liked this more just because I liked Gunner's album enough. This shit is boring, man.
It's okay, it's cool, cause I love what I love on me. Pressure, put it all on me. Yeah, tell me what you want from me. Rest up in the safe, I put it in the duffel. Good bag, gotta put it all on me.
That was boring as fuck. I'm not the biggest Gunner fan in the world, but like I said, I liked his album Up the Decibel, Plus Decibel, whatever it is, enough. I was like, okay, they should work well together. I just didn't feel like any chemistry at all between them, and the beat was really boring. There aren't a lot of bars that I really cared for. That was a little disappointing, actually, because I had some expectations for that one, so that sucks. Track 13, Truth.
I don't wanna ever stop loving you now. I don't wanna ever stop that.
Whoa.
Baby, what you thinking about?
Okay.
Trapped and you ain't letting me out. Baby, what you thinking about? Trapped and you ain't letting me out.
This is perfect, actually. I was getting tired of the whole rap thing, and now this is like hyper pop now. Hell yeah.
Living in a high rise, at the top it's so cold. I just gotta try right. I don't fit my old clothes. I just gotta die right. Bitch, I've been there, done that. Gotta get more, come back. Take a shot, can you hold that? And I get some advice from the lights, so terrifying. Turn on the lights, cover my eyes. You got me paralyzed. Who knows you're open here? I can't sleep when I cry.
So it's like busy, but honestly at this point I'm gonna take it just because it's so different and it's adding a lot of energy to the album, which it desperately needed. That was perfectly placed in the album because holy shit. Yeah, the last like 4 tracks were just legitimate snooze fests. I love the fact that it didn't really follow in terms of production what he usually does, and it was different and more like hyper pop, dance, all that stuff. I like that a lot. And then the chorus actually wasn't my favorite, but it really didn't matter because the production was explosive. It was different from what he's done throughout this entire album, and I think that was a perfect track. Track 14, Devotion.
I'm done with the X and O's. Take one everywhere I go. Take one everywhere I go. Some of y'all try to steal my flow. Take one.
Okay, as a guy who's used that bar before, like,
Don't kiss and tell. You said you wanted
whoa, nice switch.
You ripped it out my heart, but it's all I had. Take
Finally, it's been a while since he's had a bar that I really cared for. Yeah, time doesn't matter when you got these diamonds all over your wristwatch. That's hard. That's hard. Whoa. That's sick. whenever you have songs that are either really long or really short, pause, you have to keep the listener, myself, hooked to the entire time. And I felt like he did that really, really well on this track. 2-minute and 7-second track. And I was hooked throughout the entire time. It was a little busy, for sure. I really think it works in this context just because he had to get so much in such a short amount of time. And also, not to mention, he had like, was it like 1 or 2 beat switches at least? And I think it just added a new layer of enjoyment to me for this song. So yeah. Second to last track, Crush 'Em Up.
What you crying for? Like, bitch, you been the worst. I'm trying to die in this
Balenciaga shirt, hey.
Rip my heart out of my chest, threw it in dirt. Don't get me wrong, girl, I like it when it hurts. Feel alone in the back of the club. I want some more, please keep turning me up. I put my life on him.
He doesn't have a super complicated flow here, but like the lyrics work and it's like a nice chilled out flow. I like it. I like that, like auto-tuned, high-pitched. Yeah. That was cool. That was, yeah, another nice vibe. And he did everything that I liked about this entire album really well in that song here. I liked how it was simple. Again, the chorus was catchy. And for the production as a whole, it was really like the It was kind of repetitive, but it didn't really matter because I was hooked the entire time with his lyricism again, the chorus, and then he had that really cool moment where it was like a ad-lib, like format shifted, auto-tuned moment, and I got no complaints about that song at all. That was a strong second to last track. Last track, Keep Me Up, featuring I'm Not Very Creative and Only Woke. Whoa. Oh my god. Hey. Say the money talks, I was your investment. All right. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, this is gonna sound really bad, but I can't tell if this is Westwood or Only Woke. It was like a perfect closer, especially the ending there where it was like kind of epic, like that was really, really cool. The chorus by I'm Not Very Creative was super, super catchy, and Westwood was flowing. He had bars in there that I liked, and I couldn't imagine a better closer. My only question was, where the hell was Only Woke? Or am I just like, can I just not tell the difference with artists? Because was Only Woke on the first verse and then Westwood was on the second verse? Because I literally could not tell. They sound really, really similar, so I feel bad. Let me know in the comments down below. But that was a really, really strong closer. Well, that was Glamour by Westwood. Thank you guys so much for watching another video on TTO. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you stay up to date whenever a new video drops. And I also wanted to tell you about TTO merch that just dropped. I've always been a big fan of designing clothes, and I'm really excited for you guys to get your hands on this. We have beanies, we have hoodies, we have t-shirts, and if you want to check them out, they are linked down below. But until next time, opinionators, see you.